All right, we have a Plat 5 Ash. Now, if you want to coach it yourself, feel free to join the Discord. I only accept codes through the Discord, and although currently I am not accepting codes until Season 13 because I just have so many right now, and if you post any codes in the Discord, I just won't be able to get to them in time, and the codes will be reset on Season 13. So just keep that in mind that I'm not going to be accepting codes until Season 13, as well as just make sure to like and subscribe and check out Zuxi. He's been a tremendous help throughout my YouTube journey so far, and his channel will be in the description. All right, so starting off, normally I do like to kind of just go down main a little bit right here. I'd like to position myself maybe like kind of like right here to begin with, see what happens if my tanks push up or anything like that, or see how my team kind of positions. Oh my gosh, positions. If my team's kind of sitting back a little bit, then best if you sit back like right here, see if you can get some early picks or anything like that, see if you can catch somebody off guard flanking. If my team's kind of pushed up like a little bit more like right here, then you can kind of start walking down, position yourself like right over here, or if they just drop down on point, you can kind of position yourself like right over here a little bit for a second, and then kind of just rotate. You can take high ground right there, or position yourself either right back here or here. But overall, going down this way early, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of. And the reason why I say that is, I mean, if you're gonna go down this tunnel and nobody follows you here, or if nobody's like going down here to begin with, kind of separates you from your team, as well as if the team like somehow gets to take over this point early on, and your team's kind of getting hold at the choke point like right over here, they can pretty much easily crunch down on you because you won't have any supports. And overall, if they have like a tracer like the dude right there, or a Juno or a Lucio, and they get onto this point sooner, and you're kind of like walking across right there, might die. Necessarily, is it the worst thing in the world to rotate around that? No. If you have a lot of trust in your aim and your ability to escape right there, then you can. But overall, though, a little bit risky. A little bit of mechanical issue right there. Good job. Should have just hip fired and then kind of like either threw fire right there or threw down firebomb right there, or not fire down bomb, dynamite. Sorry, it's 3 in the morning right now. Brain's out working 1000%. Nice headshot on the Juno. Unfortunately though, died. Probably best that you died right there so you could reset. We're gonna speed up right here. Okay. Not the biggest fan of positioning like right over there. Probably could have walked up like a little bit more sooner. You're not gonna get like a whole lot of damage out because of bullet drop off or damage drop off. So kind of position yourself right back there. Doesn't really help out too much. And so I'd like kind of recommend staying like right over here a little bit, maybe position yourself like a little bit further back, like right over here, as well as when your team kind of walks in, you're kind of too far separated away from your team. So now that they're going to walk in, that might take a little bit more pressure until you're able to get there. Nice kill on the tracer. Nice sleep by your Ana. Okay, so right here, you can do something a little bit cheeky. You know, the tracer's kind of respawning right now. So you can, I think you're actually going to. Yeah, you're going to. You can kind of like walk like right over here. See if you can get like a pick on one of the supports. See if you can just do anything, distract a little bit. And then kind of just, if they push you or anything like that, use your coach gun. Use your coach gun. Rotate like right over here. And kind of position yourself right there. Maybe even walk over here a little bit if your team's pushed up a little bit further. I wouldn't actually recommend walking right here. Kind of walk like a little bit more wider right here, to be honest. And as well as you can just kind of like boost yourself up here as soon as you kind of like feel like you can kind of take the high ground right there. Nice job baiting out the Castiel. Kind of sat there for a little bit too long. Pretty risky. Wasn't really getting a whole lot of value right there. And in result, that kind of puts your team at like a 4v4 situation. Now technically a 4v5 because Tracer's here and she's easily going to be like distracting hard. Probably kills, yeah, she kills your Juno right there, unfortunately. So now you're going to be down by 1. So while that Tracer was dead, should have taken like a little bit more of an initiative. You did take that chance right there, which I liked, but as soon as you kind of like rotate around here, you got to play like a little bit more aggressive to get a pick. Nice pick. Might be a little bit too late, to be honest. As well as, I'll give you a little bit of a tip when fighting a Kiri. Kind of try to distance yourself like a little bit further behind, because the Kiri wants to get like straight up in your face because she can hit her kunais a little bit easier. In that certain situation, it didn't really matter, and it's best that you died, to be honest, so you can just reset with your team. But just thought I'd kind of call that out a little bit. If you're ever in a 1v1 with Kiri, try to keep your distance away from the Kiri. Don't let the Kiri get straight up in your face. Now right here, this is fine to like kind of take the high ground right here because your team's like kind of pushing up. As soon as your Orisa kind of hits this choke point right here, that should be your cue to like kind of start pushing up. Hey, you see how much damage you do like for a headshot and everything like that from how far you are? It's not really a whole lot. Killing the Tracer. Not really the biggest fan of that Bob. Surprisingly though, it actually kind of works out in a way. But normally you're kind of gonna wanna, do you have your coach gun? Yeah, you can coach gun yourself over here like a little bit more sooner. And your best bet is, yeah, your best bet is probably just throw Bob like right over here, because then you got a chance that Bob's gonna smack somebody up in the air. You can shoot them, kill them, as well as Bob being right here kind of either forces the Cassidy to be by himself, as well as kind of forces these guys to like either walk up here or try to take cover behind here, which is right in front of your team. So it kind of like separates them, messes them all up. This Bob is fine, but in the higher ranks, you're probably not going to get as much value out of it if you throw it there.
Good shooting, Bob.
All right. Thankfully, you didn't get slept there.
Don't move.
So, probably could have used dynamite right there. The second that you heard that Cassidy, honestly, probably would have been my 1000% cue to just throw dynamite like right over here. See if I can get a shot off on him. If you can get him to like kind of burn a little bit, it'll make him panic, especially since you're in Plat 5. He's going to panic like a little bit more. And on top of that, he's pretty low, so you probably would have killed him with that dynamite. Fortunately, it was a good, it was a decent male, I guess, since they froze the Junker Queen right there. Rissa kind of fed, or didn't really feed, but used wasted ult right there. Didn't really get any value out of it besides for helping kill the Junker Queen, which was already going to die. But nothing against you so far. Just could have used your dynamite. So I was right here. Nice. Ooh, unfortunately you missed your dynamite though. Now right here, honestly, might not be the best after like kind of like attacking again on the same spot, because they're kind of going to be protecting you right over here. And when you're getting predicted, or when they can predict exactly where you're going to be, they're kind of going to force you out, and you're just going to be taking like a bunch of your support's time. So your best bet is after just being up there for one fight, might be best just to rotate down and kind of like take position like right over there. But overall though, nothing you can really do about the Orisa. Orisa got antied. Yeah, once again, like you see what I'm talking about though. Kind of sitting up here, you're gonna get like easily shot at. They're gonna know exactly where you're at, and it's just gonna only cause more issues for your team. I honestly don't hate the fact that you decided to like drop down here and get into the Juno wall. Just unfortunately though, you kind of had to like, you really had to like drop 3 people for it to even be any like where near valuable. Maybe even 2 kills might have been enough. But yeah, overall, I don't think there's really a whole lot you can do. Yeah, not really a whole lot you can do right there. It's just an unfortunate situation that I don't think you could really do unless you like went ballistic. But you could have prevented that situation by things that you could have done earlier on. So don't think that it's not 100% your fault and that you didn't do anything wrong there. There's always something that you can do wrong. Even me, I'm a coach. There's always something that I'm doing wrong that I can do better. Even the best player in the world, there's always something that they can do to be doing better to gain them more value.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Right. Let's just speed up here a little bit. Now, you can take the high ground right here. I don't necessarily hate it. Usually, probably like kind of try to coach gun right over here. Address like overall if they have anything that's gonna like kind of boop you off the edge right there. Then just drop down if they do have anything right there, or try to contest if anyone is up here. If no one's up here, kind of get the free range up here. That high ground right there can be quite frustrating. But yeah, overall, can kind of position yourself like right over here too. I don't hate that. Just make sure you're kind of like staying closer to like the edge right there, because you're kind of sitting out in the open right there. If the Orisa decides to javelin you, there's a good chance you're full dead right there. As well as even, I wouldn't even hate if you like rotated right over here and tried to get like a pick right through there.
Thank you.
Okay, you're probably versing a 4-stack because that doesn't usually happen in lower ranks where they all try to take the high ground like that. But I mean, maybe, just maybe in that rare case it is happening.
The objective is now active.
Interesting. Very interesting. Overall though, not really getting a whole lot of value from where you're at. Yeah, you probably could have thrown dynamite right there at the Genji. Or not really, you can gain value where you're at, but you kind of like sat there and looking a little bit confused, when instead you could have been like constantly looking for value, constantly be looking to kill someone. There you go. Nice. You just gotta, from what I've noticed so far, you kind of gotta like react a little bit more, you gotta be constantly looking for a little bit more. Like right there, you throw dynamite on the ground, blow that up, Genji's gonna bleed. Thankfully though, you did end up doing it. But unfortunately though, he's probably going to survive because he was able to get out. You throw it right there a little bit more soon, might be able to kill him a little bit more sooner.
Turn it up, turn it up.
As well as kind of like where you're positioned. Like if a Doomfist sees you right there, I played 24 hours on Doomfist like a day and a half ago. If I see you right there, you're 1000% dead. Use a little bit more cover. Nice kill on the Doomfist though. You should be aware, Diamond, Doomfist isn't going to be feeding like that.
Back from the bone orchard.
Alright, we're going to speed up right here. Thankfully your team's able to clutch that. due to their tank dying. I think it helped tremendously with you being able to clutch that. It's nice killing the tank, but just keep in mind, higher rank, probably not gonna feed like that. I do like where you're positioned though. This is a good spot right here. Taking the high ground, taking a little bit of an off angle right here, getting some picks, and if they look at you, coach gun away. If they kind of keep following you right here, drop down, rotate like maybe even right around here is fine for like a second, and then kind of rotate like right back over there. If they're like diving you and you know you can't really take it.
Hey, catch.
Yeah, once again though, wouldn't necessarily recommend like kind of pushing up right there. You can kind of sit back a little bit right here. I guess in a way you can push up actually. Yeah, nah, never mind. You're fine pushing up. Ignore what I said. Just be aware of the Zarya and make sure you can just back up sooner. Just ignore what I said right there. Unfortunately though, you got dove by 2 people. That's kind of what I was saying. Like if they do dive you, kind of just try to coach gun out.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Or if like you know you can't take it, then get out. Right. Okay. Just killing the Genji. Normally I wouldn't necessarily recommend pushing up like that, since they do have like quite a bit of players out right now, and if the Zarya had like a little bit like more brain cells, I would say she'd probably turn around right here and just drop you. But right now, honestly, what you could do, you stall for like a little bit right here with Bob. I wouldn't use Bob straight away. I'd wait a little bit longer for like the Kyriel or something like that. A little bit confused why you used yeah, I'm a little bit confused why you used Coach Gun right there. But yeah, just be like, try to control this high ground right here and be absolutely ready to use Bob like as soon as you can.
That one's on the house.
It's
Do something. Start your engine. Can't handle the heat.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Stay out of my way.
To be honest right there, probably say Bob.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Attaboy,
Yeah,
Bob.
overall right there, probably would have been best if you would have said Bob. I know it was the last fight, but you never know if they're going to like retouch. Like that ball was like super close to retouching, and if Ball was able to get that off and be able to win that, you didn't necessarily need to like absolutely use Bob there. Well, I mean, overall using Bob there was fine as well. But probably what I would have done is I would have tried to save it, or if they do get another touch.
Ready for battle.
The eye will not fail. The hand
Okay.
will not flinch.
Get up right here.
Time to put our heads down and end this properly.
Okay.
Best not leave
Nice
this
pick.
debt unpaid.
Now overall though, you do have a few options. You can kind of like rotate over here, so you can get like a little bit of a pick right there, catch them off guard a little bit. Then if ball dives, you can kind of like walk back over here, maybe even walk over here, grab mini, and then coach gun right over the top right there, and then hopefully your team will be able to peel for you because they'll notice that you're getting dove by a ball.
The objective is now
As well as your dynamite, you got to be using your dynamite a little bit more right there. If you would use your dynamite right over there when like all of them were chilling over there, probably would have significantly increased your chances of winning that
I know one thing.
or staying
Someone's
alive.
gonna pay.
Okay. Yeah, kind of pushed up a little bit. Wait up for your tank. That's gonna happen a lot more if you kind of push up and you're not with your tank, or your tank's not able to like really peel or help you
Now to
out
show 'em that I'm
at
in
all.
business.
Then, I mean, just overall, just wait up for your tank for like a couple seconds. Then you would have been still alive, and it probably would have given you a better chance of gapping that point
This is my favorite part.
and winning the fight. Okay. I mean, overall, your best bet would have been just like to rotate right around here, and then coach gun up to the high ground right here. Because all you got to worry about is the Pharah. And I mean, I think your aim's good enough to take out a Pharah. You gotta have some, yeah. See right there, you just smoked that Pharah so hard. You can see the reason why you're losing the fights against the Ashe is because Ashe is using her dynamite a little bit better than how you're using your dynamite. She's kind of using it to confirm the kill on you every time. Just keep that in mind, as well as just be able to connect a little bit more of your shots. You can hit your shots, but every now and then you do have your moments where, like, when you're in a 1v1, kind of just like not really able to hit your shots at all, and it's really overall just costing you. So I mean, aim does need a little bit of work on.
We'll heal you up.
Dynamite out.
Need to reload. You must persevere.
I needed that. Hey, Bob! Do something!
As well as like sitting right there, you kind of just walking back and forth after you threw Bob. Look for something to like engage on. Like as soon as you throw down Bob right there, you would have been able to like 1,000,000,000% kill that Ashe, and that Ashe probably wouldn't have been able to throw down alt.
Ian?
And in the result, probably would have that you probably would have increased your chances of capping that. But unfortunately, you didn't really act on your Bob after you threw it down.
I know one thing.
Unfortunately, you
Someone's
lost the
gonna
result.
pay.
Yeah. So overall, let's just talk about like everything that you need to work on. Aim definitely needs some sort of like aim training. You have your moments where you pop off and you hit your shots, but then like you have some other moments where like you're just kind of messing up a little bit, not really hitting your shots. Position wise, you have the right idea sometimes, but a lot of times you kind of like position yourself in the situations that like you can't really get out of, or you position yourself in situations that like will just like get you killed a lot. Like even if you're just slightly in the higher rank, you're gonna get punished for that a lot. So I can tell that's probably like positioning is a little bit of a reason why you're stuck into Plat 5, or you are in Plat 5 currently. And what else is dynamite? Make sure you're using dynamite a lot more. I haven't seen like your coach gun usage isn't bad. I don't hate your coach gun usage like at all. It's just from what I've noticed so far, your overall dynamite usage, you got to be using your dynamite like a little bit more. Got to be hitting like multiple people with it, or just overall to like, I guess, confirm a kill. That can work as well. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, though, I do hope this video helped you out, and I will see you later.